With the summer holidays over and thoughts now turning once again to Christmas, it is time to take another look at the world of Misfit toys and the sheer hilarity at the mistranslations in Pidgin English. Not to mention those close but not quite designs and logos, and the sheer blatant deliberate lies that are only designed into tricking parents and grandparents into giving children literally the worst Christmas day ever. Once again we pay a visit to the likes of Poundland, Pound World, 99p stores, the local flea markets, and all those dodgy seaside tat shops, so that we can point at the cheap and nasty playthings and have a cheap and nasty laugh at them. Well, what else is there to do in life? Oh yeah, everything! Today we start off with Shoot Ball Gun. An overly descriptive title if ever there was one. Basically, it's a toy pump-action shotgun that shoots out coloured balls. Fair enough, I suppose. At least it's got bright colours, so there's not much chance if you hold up the local post office with it. What is somewhat disturbing is that you get a selection of brightly coloured animals to shoot, like elephants and rhinos. There's nothing like teaching the kids to point firearms at endangered species, eh? But the highlight of the whole package has to be the stolen artwork of Link from the Legend of Zelda games, waving a shotgun over his head and looking like he's about to go postal in the land of Hyrule. That's actually funny and terrifying in equal measure. Next up, we've got this freakish looking set of characters, apparently from the movie Cars 2. Now, we've seen fake Lightning McQueens and things like that on previous Poundland specials, and the one thing that occurs to me is that these cheapo toy manufacturers have never actually seen the bloody film. Instead, it's very likely that they saw this photo from one of the Mater's Tall Tales episodes, where both Mater and Lightning are covered in stars and stripes, and both of them have got rather large buck teeth. I think this is because every single bootleg Cars 2 set I've seen is like this, in which every single car has got stars and stripes on them and has massive buck teeth. Do they seriously think that every single character in Cars 2 looks like this? In which case, a good title would be Cars 2, Rise of the Redneck Automobiles. And look at this! Look at this! On the packaging it says, Speed, I am. Well done. Nothing like fucking up one of Lightning McQueen's catchphrases, right? Oh, and this bit too. The best gift for children. Yes, if you fucking hate their guts. But it's not just Pixar that have had their franchises put through the bootleg machine. Oh no. Now, we've got bootleg Despicable Me toys. To be honest, I'm surprised it's taken them this long to make rip-offs, considering how basic the design of those little minion fellas are. I wonder if these are going to be bad as those Toy Story knockoffs that we looked at before. Let's take a look. Well, first up we've got little Agnes on the left and Tomboy Edith on the right. Not too bad, I suppose. Faces look a bit weird, but nothing too disturbing. I have to wonder about their accessories though. For Agnes, I'm guessing that her accessory is supposed to be Gru's mutated pet dog thing. But here, it looks more like a drowned rat that she's found somewhere. Meanwhile, Edith's accessory appears to be the decapitated head of a blackbird. Ugh, I'm starting to get a really bad vibe from these girls. Right, so we'll go on to the minion himself, or itself. Now, as I mentioned before, these guys have got a really simple design, so you can't really foul them up. And again, it makes me wonder why exactly it's taken so long for bootlegs to appear. There were actually a couple of variations to the minions. The rest of the figures remain the same, but there were different minions in each set that I came across. One of them wearing a French maid's outfit, which is disturbing. One of them dressed up in a golfing outfit. One of them wearing the standard dungarees. But I thought, why not just have a pack composed entirely of minions? It's not as if everyone wants to have multiple sets of the other characters, is it? Anyway, next we've got Margot, the eldest of the girls. She's got her legs and arms bent into some really odd positions. Perhaps just so she can hold that book that she's got as accessory. But considering that the book is so small and like to get lost during kids playing with it, it all seems a bit pointless really. Again, the face is a bit off, and she doesn't appear to be wearing her glasses either. And then we come to Gru himself, or as I like to call him, Gru after a lobotomy. He really doesn't look very well at all here, does he? And I don't think the smile on his face really helps with the blank, vacant stare. Oh dear.
It doesn't even look anything like him.
Gru does have an accessory. I'm guessing it's supposed to be his freeze ray or something. I very much doubt to be able to use it though. Not because he needs to undo whatever happened to his brain first, but because his hands don't seem to be shaped right to hold it. Oh well. Now, one thing we see sometimes in the land of Misfit toys is when bits and pieces of different popular franchises are combined together. This usually leads to such batshit crazy ideas as Thomas the Tank Engine becoming a giant transforming robot, or the sight of Superman riding around on a mechanical raptor from Power Rangers. But how about the idea of Spider-Man, already one of the most bootlegged characters out there, actually revealed to be a killer T-800 Terminator robot from the future? I wonder if he was sent back in time to kill J. Jonah Jameson. That would certainly explain a few things. Anyway, next up, we've got ourselves some more bootleg tat for the WWE, courtesy of Flex Force, who seem to have contributed to a number of different videos already. I believe that Flex Force is actually given to some of the genuine WWE figures out there. Flex Force is a sort of a brand of some of the proper WWE figures, just that the bootleggers have decided to take the Flex Force name and use it for themselves, so be warned. Well anyway, this time we've got ourselves a championship belt that appears to have been made out of cheap plastic, tint foil and congealed failure. In fact, you could probably create a better belt yourself with some actual tin foil and a few bits of cardboard. It doesn't appear to be modelled off any version of any WWE belt that I recognise. And like some of Flex Force's previous offerings, the packaging contains such gibberish as free combat. What exactly is free about it? And why has combat been spelled with two bloody T's? On the back we've got plenty of stolen artwork and photos, including a picture of Batista that's actually used twice. John Cena and Randy Orton are proudly showing off the title, as the packaging states, although I'm not sure exactly when Triple H was the ECW champion. When did that happen? There also appears to have been some sort of attempt to cover up The Undertaker's face for some bizarre reason. And like a lot of bootleg stuff, we are encouraged to collect the all. Not only does this not make any bloody sense whatsoever from a sort of a grammar point of view, but also because there doesn't appear to be any other belts to collect other than the one that you've got here. Last up, we've got a couple of bits that Super Mastodon sent over. First, we've got ourselves another multi-pack of fake figures with the Super Special Heroes. Yes, very special. This pack consists of two Spider-Men, one in red, the other in black, followed by a very bow-legged Batman with a matching Superman that appears to be using exactly the same mould. Then we've got ourselves a Ninja Turtle that appears to have been modelled off a genuine Turtles figure from back in the day, back in the 80s, only this one's got a very hollow sounding chest cavity that would likely shatter into 1,000 different sharp shards of plastic during a vigorous play session. And then finally, Shrek? One of these things are not like the others. Shrek comes with a crown. The significance of this is lost on me, quite frankly, and he appears to have visited the same hospital that Gru did earlier. Oh dear. And then finally, to coincide with the release of a new Godzilla film, those cheapo toy manufacturers have decided to bless our eyeballs with a wind-up Godzilla bootleg, known affectionately as, because the name Godzilla is trademarked, as Big Fella. No, I am not making this up, there's the evidence for you. Hey fella, how's it going? And that's it for now. But if you ever come across any weird and wonderful bootleg toys yourself, please be sure to let me know by the Facebook and Twitter pages. Please, whatever you do, don't actually buy these toys and attempt to send them in the mail to me, because our local postman keeps having days off sick due to lead poisoning. Bye!